Mm. Good morning. Happy Monday. Hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. It was a great weekend, but it was very full. I feel like I did so much stuff, which is awesome. That's always nice to have like a very fulfilling, long feeling weekend. So today we are going to be talking about 8 ways to stop procrastinating. Although my weekend was long and fulfilling, I had probably 20 other things on that infamous to-do list, and I just kind of felt overwhelmed, and some of it I was like, no, I'm not going to even do this. I didn't even start. So I definitely procrastinated this weekend, and I ran across Mel Robbins. I don't know if you guys know who she is, but I ran across her on Instagram. She has a lot of really great inspirational posts and videos. And I actually ended up watching one of her, I think it was a TED Talks. But she defined procrastination as stress relief. And I was like, what does that mean, Mel? What are you trying to tell me here? So she's saying there's this big stress ball, like example work, right? Where you know you have all this stuff to do and it's stressful, so you avoid it. So you procrastinate so you don't have to deal with the stress. And I was like, that's interesting. I totally can understand that. So she basically said that procrastination is a habit and you can break habits. So I was like, awesome, there's some relief for me there. So I can figure this out, basically. So I wanted to share what I read and what I learned because I thought it was very important, especially when we all have so much going on. We probably feel overwhelmed, we probably feel stressed, and we definitely procrastinate. So, number 8 on my top 8 ways to stop procrastinating this morning is, first off, acknowledge the stress, right? If you're procrastinating, what are you stressed about? Random example, what if the electrical company sends you a bill and it actually has 2 months charges on it instead of 1? Okay, that's stressful. Why am I being charged twice? What did I do? What's happening? Is this wrong? Is this right? What am I supposed to do? So for me, sometimes I'll get going on all these questions and oh my God, I don't want to spend 2 hours on the freaking phone and not have them understand what I'm trying to say or what's going on. Being transferred 34 times in and around the electrical company only to find out that yes, the bill is correct, that I have to pay it. So all that happens, right? And I don't even bother to call. I just procrastinate and I'm like, nope, not even going to do it because I don't want to deal with that nonsense. So anyway, acknowledge that you're stressed about it. That's the first step in everything, right? Is acknowledgement. Take a deep breath, and then like Mel Robbins would tell you to do, count down from 5. So just literally say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and hit call and just make it happen. So that's number 8. Acknowledge the stress. Number 7 is along those same lines. Forgive yourself for it. For some reason, women especially, I don't know men as much, but we have a lot of guilt around not getting things done. Not checking every damn thing off of our to-do list, then we feel guilty about it, and then we get stressed about it even more. It's this vicious, stupid cycle that we put ourselves through. So just forgive yourself for it. Stop and recognize that you're doing it, and take a breath, forgive yourself. It's okay. Don't make yourself feel bad for self-imposed limitations. Okay, moving on. Number 6, what if we redefined what success meant for that particular thing? So if we're stressed about, I don't know, I don't even have an example. How about can't talk this morning. Let's say you put a due date on something. I'm going to clean the living room. You can deep clean that sucker by Friday at 5 p.m. Right? I'm giving myself the whole week. I'm going to make it happen. Friday comes and goes and I haven't done it. What if, because that was just something I said I wanted to do, I wanted to get it done by Friday. What if I get it done by Sunday instead? What if I redefine what success means? Maybe success is a different date. Maybe success means I don't fully deep clean the living room, but instead maybe I wipe down all the couches and get rid of all the clutter, put the remotes where they're supposed to go. just what if you can redefine it in a way to have less stress around the subject? I thought that was a really big one because most of mine, I have put the due date on. I have put what it is I want to see myself do on it. So it's like, what if I just change that, right? All right, number 5, remove short-term distractions. So one thing that I've noticed, and this one hit me a lot too, is that sometimes I'll look up when I'm working on my computer and there's like 19 open tabs. And I'm like, oh, hold up. So that's like instant distraction for me. I'll see Facebook open, I'll see Instagram open, and I'm like, what are all my friends doing? Like, let's look at that stuff instead of do like my task at hand. So, yeah, like remove those short-term, stupid little distractions. Another thing too is like if your desk is crazy cluttered, like today, every single morning I do like a Start to J journal thing, and I read this book called Journey to the Heart, that has like daily meditation, daily, like just these daily little stories that really resonate with me, and I really like to read them. So like that book is sitting right there. And so it's a complete distraction because I haven't done it yet. Like I'll get to it. I have the rest of the day to read 3 paragraphs. Like it's okay. But the fact that it's sitting there and I can see it makes me want to like stop what I'm doing and read it right away. So if I just remove that off of my desk, I'm getting rid of the distraction. I'm getting rid of like another reason to procrastinate, right? All right, moving on our top 8 ways to stop procrastinating. Number 4, have just a simple notepad, notebook, whatever, piece of paper, and a pen sitting right next to you. So that when all those thoughts come up, like, oh my God, I have to fill out that loan application, like it has to be done tonight. I cannot forget that. Like that's a must. And that's actually a true statement right now. For me, I have to fill this out today. Like have a piece of paper and just write loan application. Great, you wrote it down. You'll deal with that later. Move on with what you're doing, right? So have a little notepad. It's just a simple little trick, right? Just make that happen. All right, top 3 on the 8 ways to stop procrastinating. Number 3, go to the bathroom first. It sounds stupid, but if you're sitting here and you have to pee or you have to grab a drink or you're hangry, like that's an instant distraction. So before you sit down to do like this hour-long project, whatever it may be, like make sure you have like a protein bar in you or a shake or something. Make sure you have your tea. I know I show my tea off every week, or every day. So make sure you have those beverages. Make sure you go to the freaking bathroom. Like, otherwise you're going to be working. You're going to have to pee. You're going to get up, go pee. Then all of a sudden you're going to be doing the laundry or, you know, wiping up cat puke or whatever it is. So just make sure that like you have done all of those little outside things so that you can come back and you can focus, right? Number 2 is to break your tasks into subtasks. As an example, when I go live, I don't just think of this stuff like off the top of my head, right? Like top 8 at 8 doesn't just happen at 8 a.m. I just think of it and I'm like, yeah, that'll be great. I'll just say all these things. No. I've prepared, right? So at first I had to like brainstorm. What can I bring to you guys that will add a little bit of value in your day? What am I struggling with personally, right? I speak from experience. I definitely procrastinate. So I make it kind of a brainstorm of like all these possible topics. And then I grab a topic and then I do a little research on it, right? What are the top 8 things that I can tell you every day? So there's little tasks, right? Within the big task of going live. So if I were to just like not have all of this pre-prepped, if I were to have all of this prepped, there we go. There's no way I would go live. Like I wouldn't know what to say. I'd be stumbling over my words more than I already am, right? So break your task into subtasks, and that'll help you knowing like where to start with everything, right? So that's the other thing is not knowing where to start. This is number 1. Take the time to actually set up the tasks. So again, if we don't know where to start, we're not going to freaking start. We're not going to do it. So if you don't have the things that you need, like listed out somewhere to accomplish your overall task, you're just probably not going to do it. I mean, if you don't know where to start, you're not going to start. So I have a great example of this. I've totally felt this on Saturday. We're kind of trying to figure out what to do with the house and like, are we going to move? Are we going to stay? What's happening? Whatever. So we're talking with all these people. We're meeting with a bunch of people trying to figure stuff out. And I think we were getting ahead of ourselves a little bit on this entire process of just discovering our possibilities. And like, I just sat on the couch and I got super stressed out. I just started looking around and I was like, I don't even know what to do. Like, I literally just sat there like, like, what the hell am I supposed to do? Where do I start? And then as I had my tea and I had some coffee after that, I needed a little more caffeine. I kind of figured out, okay, I'm going to start. I'm just going to at least do this today. This is going to be perfect. And once I started, it kind of made me realize all the other things that like I could possibly do. And that made it a lot easier to just continue going. And then, like I said at the beginning of this, I had a really busy, fulfilled weekend. Like, I feel like I got a ton done. I talked to Dom last night. He felt the same way. Like, we just got a bunch of stuff, like, done, and it felt really good. But there was some freak out moments and some procrastination on certain things because I hadn't fully thought through stuff. I hadn't set up the time. I hadn't broken anything into, the task list. I was trying to do all the things at once, right? So anyway, I just wanted to come to you today with 8 ways to stop procrastinating because it was huge in my world this weekend. And again, Mel Robbins, her 5-4-3-2-1 book is a really great book if you need some inspiration in this regard. And then I also watched a few Thomas Frank YouTube videos. They were pretty good. So I would highly recommend him as well. So yeah, I just wanted to share. Kind of off topic today, but if you have any desire to get started with me as your coach on like a one-on-one basis, working on your health and wellness journey, I am so here for that, you guys. Yeah, I'm completely here for you. So you can go to rootdownwellbeing.com and just click on the link to get started with a free wellness profile. I would love to help you. Okay, I love you all. Have a great Monday, and I will see you tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Okay, bye.